Hello and welcome to the 2020 virtual Michigan Heart Gallery. My name is Michelle Para and I'm the Program Manager of the Michigan Adoption Resource Exchange. On behalf of the entire Mare team, I'd like to thank you for joining us during this virtual event. To start things off, I'd like to introduce you to Lenora Hardy Foster and Khadijah Walker Fobbs.
Welcome to our first virtual Heart Gallery with the Michigan Adoption Resource Exchange, known as Mare. We hope that you and your family remain healthy and well during these times. I am Lenora Hardy Foster, CEO of Judson Center, and this is Khadijah Walker Fobbs, our Chief Strategy Officer. The Judson Center is thrilled to be hosting the Michigan Heart Gallery grand opening for the 11th year. We would like to thank the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services for their partnership and the private adoption agencies who make the Heart Gallery possible each year.
The Michigan Adoption Resource Exchange exists to raise awareness of the need for adoptive families for children and youth who are in foster care. There are currently over 300 children in Michigan who are on the Michigan Adoption Resource Exchange right now. They're available for adoption and they're waiting for their forever families. If you can't adopt, there are many other ways that you can help. You can become a foster parent, a mentor. You can help by raising awareness to support youth and their families by donating your time, your talents, or your treasures.
Thank you again for joining us this year. We wish that it could have been in person. However, enjoy our virtual Heart Gallery and all of the wonderful children waiting for their forever family.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lenora and Khadijah, for that wonderful introduction. Now I'd like to introduce you to the Director of Children's Services at the Department of Health and Human Services, Ju-Young Chang.
Hi, my name is Ju-Young Chang and I'm the Executive Director of the Children's Services Agency. On behalf of Michigan's Department of Health and Human Services, welcome to today's event. I'd like to extend a special thanks and welcome to all of the young people who participated in this year's Heart Gallery. Please know that at the agency, at the department, and all of the partners throughout the state, we are committed to working alongside of you to find your forever family. But this event would not be possible without the generous support of so many amazing partners, including the 43 photographers who donated their time and their talent and their heart to making these beautiful portraits. We also want to thank our partners in the adoption agencies, our adoption recruiters, our adoption specialists throughout the staff who are committed to finding the right, loving family for each and every one of Michigan's youth. We have today here in Michigan over 300 young people who are legally free for adoption and are waiting for a forever family. If that's you, thank you for coming on and joining us at today's event to learn more about these amazing young people. Thank you for opening up your hearts and your homes. Please know that at the department, we are grateful and we are committed to working with you throughout this process, from the search process through the adoption process and after the adoption process is finalized. We are so pleased that last year, with your support, we were able to find adoptive families for over 2,000 Michigan children, and we look forward to working with all of you this year in the Heart Gallery. Thank you.
Thank you, Ju-Young. Next up is one of our wonderful adoptive families, Maurice Wallach.
Hi, my name is Maurice Wallach, and my husband and I have adopted 2 older kids through foster care. I think going into foster care and adoption, parents have a lot of concerns, valid concerns. Like they'll be scared that they won't have anything to connect with their kids. Early on, we realized with our son that we all loved college football, which was awesome, even though we root for U of M and he roots for the other school. I think also sometimes there's some nervousness about creating that bond because they're kind of a stranger when they come into your home. I've grown so close to my daughter. She actually changed her middle name to my middle name so we would have the same middle name, which is so cool. And you will create such a close bond with your kids that they'll just be able to say to you, Mom, are you gonna wear that in public? And I think sometimes that people are worried that their kids won't like them. And if they're teenagers, they won't half of the time. So, no, I'm kidding. And there's also concerns about the challenge of being a parent, but there are a lot of resources and support groups, so parents aren't alone in the adoption process. And then there's also that concern, maybe I'm not ready right now, which is okay, because I've been there. My husband and I reached out to Mare 2 months after we had gotten married, and after a couple of months of communicating and soul searching, we realized we just weren't ready to be parents. And that was fine, and 5 years later, we started the process of getting licensed, and we reached out to Mare, and they were still there for us. And in the meantime, really, there's so many things that you could be a part of, so many opportunities to support kids who are in foster care or kids who are looking for their forever home. I like to joke that you should adopt older kids because there's no diapers, no late night feedings, no potty training. You don't have to hire a babysitter. I mean, if they're teenagers, they can babysit themselves. And if they can drive you, so then you can Snapchat all your friends. But having teens is awesome. We like to take our kids to concerts and haunted houses and scary movies, and they're tall enough to ride all the roller coasters at the amusement park. We'll play football all day long and play video games all night long. Not every night, but sometimes. And the best part of it is they'll teach you all those cool TikTok dances. But in all seriousness, becoming a mom has been one of the most amazing things in my life and has made me a better person. My kids have challenged me, they've helped me to grow, and they've made my life awesome. I couldn't imagine my life without them. I say that kids are like your legacy, and all the good that you want to do in the world and continue in the world is going to be carried on through them. So adopt a kid and continue the ripple.
Thank you, Maurice. I too am practicing my TikTok dances. Next up, I'd like to introduce you to a wonderful former foster youth, Jessica Stricken.
When I think about what it means to rise up, it's a call to action every single day. It's not just one defining moment, but a challenge to always be finding the better version of yourself. For me as a kid, that meant rising above the hurt that came from my home. It meant promising myself that I would do better. In foster care, it meant rising above the confusion of wondering where I might end up or what my family would look like or what my future was. It meant I kept dreaming about what those things could be, and then it meant embracing all of the ups and downs that came along when I finally found my forever family, who then just helped me rise even more. Now as an adult, I continue to rise, and it's every single day. Rising up to share my story to encourage others. It's mentoring and nurturing the next generation of foster youth, just with the talents I've been given, even if it's things like photographing Mare youth to help build their adoption profiles. It means that I work each and every day towards my goal right now of becoming a foster mom and helping kids through the same types of challenges that I know and some of the hardest challenges that we'll ever know together. For the people out there wondering if you could ever foster or if you could adopt or maybe even both, and that's whether you have families yourself or whether you're single like me, ask yourself today how you've risen up. Think about how those lessons, some of that wisdom or that growth you've experienced could help another young person along in the same type of way. You know, that could really be as a mentor, it could be as a volunteer at first, and ultimately it could end as you being a foster parent one day. Now for the kids out there who are still learning to rise, my message for you is that each and every single day counts, even in foster care, even before you find your forever family. each day just becoming better, whether that's in school or maybe at a passion that you have. Maybe it's rising up alongside a mentor or just giving yourself one of those pep talks when you really need it. Every day is a chance to rise. So rise, keep rising. Rise by learning to love yourself, by being kind to yourself, and know that one day you'll be able to look back at these challenges that you're facing and you'll know you didn't let it keep you down. You'll be proud that you did. And one day too, you will share the story of how to rise up.
So now I'd like to present the 2020 Heart Gallery video. This year's theme is I Rise.
Don't dismiss me or sweep my history under the rug. It may have hurt, but it has made me wise. My past is embedded in who I am. It's my strength. It's my fire. It fuels my rise.
It goes without saying that every foster youth has gone through some kind of trauma or difficult circumstances.
I really wish that our kids didn't have to experience the hurt and trauma that they have experienced in their young lives. Unfortunately, we can't really control the past things that have impacted them. I do wish that all children have an opportunity to be a part of a family and to know that they are loved. I've seen so many kids give up hope. I've also seen those kids come back around and just light up a room. You know, they believe in themselves because they have people around them that encourage them, that support them, and this is why we need more adoptive families.
Hi, my name is Slevin. I'm 11 and I'm in 6th grade. I'm a good kid. I help people and stuff. I share. I'm looking for more understanding family. Like, if I do something wrong, they can understand why I did it. I need someone that could sit down and talk to me and understand what I'm going through and how to help me solve it. Family that don't give up on the first try. Like, say if I go to do a sport and they see I don't like it and I want to give up on the first try, I don't want them to let me give up. I like watching YouTube videos about how to do stuff if I get confused on it. And I like to solve things on my own, like try to figure it out before somebody try to help me first, so I could at least show them that I tried before asking for help.
Are you funny?
Sometimes when I want to be.
Can you say that? Say I'm funny.
Nope.
In the summer of 2016, we welcomed a sibling set into our home. And although the process was long, we actually finalized the adoption of both of them in December of 2019. Regardless of the type of trauma they've endured, you're going to face challenges that you have to work through together as a family. I mean, I've seen the look in their eyes. I've seen their loss. I've seen their struggles. I've seen them not know how to deal with the emotions they're feeling. But then I've also seen what structure and stability and love and appropriate resources can do to change that. And then because of that, I've seen them make plans for their future because they know that they can be great and they know that there's more to this life than just surviving, and they're excited to live it out. And they know that we're here supporting them the entire time.
Hi, my name is Devin, 13 years old, and I'm in the 8th grade. I'm friendly, helpful, pretty strong, dependent. I'm kind of more of a country person. What I would want to be when I grow up is probably a professional wrestler. I wrestled at my school that I go to, and I beat almost every team. What's the family I would like to hunt, fish, and I would like to ride dirt bikes and quads. I'm looking for a family that has mom and a dad and a couple siblings. I probably want to be the oldest in the house. I would be a good big brother because I am helpful. I would help them learn. and help them do stuff that they struggle on.
Despite whatever challenges they have to face as a result of their past, every foster youth who is waiting has the capability to never give up, to grow, to fight for themselves, and bring something special and unique to the table.
I'm Kennedy, I'm 15, and I'm in the 10th grade. I'm very outgoing, I'm really funny. I have fun all the time. I try to, at least. I'm very kind and I'm very understanding. When I grow up, I want to be a social worker. I want to go to Grand Valley College in Grand Rapids for social work, and I want to be a worker, but I don't know what worker yet. If I can advocate for the kids, and because that's mainly what the kids need, is someone to advocate for them, because they can't advocate for themselves most of the time. My past isn't who I am. There's way more to me than just piece of papers, because piece of papers don't prove who you are. You have to see the person and you get to know them more, and I feel like just reading my file isn't gonna get you to know me, you know?
So my name is Jessica Thompson. I live in Detroit. I am a former foster youth myself who aged out of the system, and now I work as an advocate and volunteer for foster kids in Michigan. I went into foster care when I was about 12 or 13. I had about 5 placements, and then I found my forever family and went to live with them when I was about 15. I came with my biological brother, who's 10 years younger than me, and they ended up taking us to keep us together. And they adopted him out of foster care, and I aged out of the system as a foster kid, independent living, and I started that when I was about 17. We brought it full circle, and they completed the adoption just a couple years ago, actually. As an adult, I was about 28. It was interesting going into foster care already as a teenager, because by that age, you're already starting to become the person that you're going to be. You have your own interests and your own passions, and for me, I had kind of already begun to roadmap my life and what I wanted it to look like. I was older, but I was still able to reclaim my life and accomplish so much. Everybody's journey looks different, but for me, my goals, I'm one of 3% of foster kids that actually went to a college and graduated. I'm the first in my biological family to go to a 4-year university. I'm a small fraction of the population that went on to get a graduate degree to earn my master's. I was able to, as a foster kid, break a lot of generational curses of poverty, of mental illness, of addiction, and it means so much to me to have aged out of the system, become an adult, and to now be not just surviving after foster care and being able to live my life, but really thriving and being able to now give back.
My name is Deasia. I'm 15 years old and I am in 8th grade going to the 9th. I'm very outgoing, I'm funny, I laugh a lot, I sing. I'm really good at that. Like, I'll just be walking around the house just singing. She just wants to be beautiful, she goes. Unnoticed, she knows. Oh, she don't see. Her light is shining deeper than the eyes can find it. I'm open with like some of the things I go through, you know. It's not really a secret to me. I do look forward to being adopted. The main goal for me is like, I just want to feel loved.
We at Mare believe that with the love and support of a forever family, every child can rise, thrive, and become who they were meant to be in this world.
Children are very, very resilient. They're very strong. They come from a lot of troubled experiences, but they do not allow those past experiences to define them. They tend to always fight back. Like, they have this urge to fight back and to make a better life for themselves.
Watching them turn into kids who are thriving in society is a really good feeling. It's nice to see the relationships that they've created with friends, with family. It's awesome to see just how much they're enjoying life and their outlook on life, and how much their outlook on life has changed and progressed in such a short amount of time. I really feel it's important that everyone just consider investing in the life of a teen, because they need us more than anyone right now. Growing up in the world today is hard enough with the pressures completely surrounding them on a day-to-day basis, and they really need the love and support of a family to help them walk through that.
My hope is for every child to find that forever home. My hope is for every child to get exactly what they deserve, and that is a loving, caring, safe home. They need structure, they need love, they need support, they need just to know that they're wanted and to know that they're safe. Hold on to your faith, stay positive. Just know that there is someone out there for everyone, and never give up.
So we got a few teenagers who are waiting for a forever family together and asked them to write a poem about their experience. Here's what they have to say.
Choices that others made have me where I am today. Memories bring me to my knees, but still I stand tall. Though not my doing, it is my path to walk. Respect my path, hope for my future, see how I rise. People looking from the outside may not understand. I may feel angry, I may not trust, but I will not break. If you take a moment to listen, you'll see. Hurt can be healed, trust can be built, come watch me rise. Don't dismiss me or sweep my history under the rug. It may have hurt, but it has made me wise. My past is embedded in who I am. It's my strength, it's my fire, it fuels my rise. Placement is a big word for us. To you, it's just a word. It's time away from real life, but this life is mine. It's my path changing every time I move. It's deeper than it looks, but I will rise. Each of our stories have unique twists and turns. We handle them in our own ways, but we need support. We look forward to our futures, to family, to love, to shape our tomorrows, and together we will rise.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Thompson, the recruitment specialist at Mare. We just wanted to thank you for tuning in to our first ever virtual Heart Gallery event. The Heart Gallery features just a portion of the amazing youth who are currently waiting for their forever families. We hope that this inspired you, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us at Mare and we'd be happy to help you. If you're interested in the Q&A session with the navigators that's immediately following this event, you can find the link in the chat of the live stream, or we will be posting it to our social media page. So look out for that and hop on with some of our navigators if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out to us as always. We are here for you. Thanks again.